Hi students, welcome to chemistry online classes. In the previous class I discussed about the buffer solution. So buffer solution means the solution which resists change in pH on dilution or with addition of acid or base. It means pH do not change, that is called buffer solution. Then acidic buffer solution formula, acidic buffer solution pH formula is pH calculation, that is pH is equal to pKa plus log of salt concentration by acid concentration. This acidic buffer solution works at pH around 4.75. This is acidic buffer function properly at pH equal to 4.75. Next, basic buffer solution pH calculation, that is pH, actually first pOH we have to calculate. pOH is equal to pKb plus log salt concentration by base concentration. Then pH is equal to 14 minus pOH, already we know. Now pH is equal to 14 minus pOH formula pKb plus log of salt concentration by base concentration. This is pH calculation for basic buffer solution. This is properly works at pH equal to 9.25, like this, at this pH. Okay, so the buffer range is 1/10 less than or equal salt concentration by acid concentration or salt concentration by base concentration that equal to or less than 10. It indicating here its ratio near to 1 or close to 1. If close to 1, then that is the best buffer. If you take this value, then buffer range will come here with respect to acidic buffer range. Then this is called pKa minus 1 to pKa plus 1. If you apply this one formula, then you will get in this range. Next one is best buffer. Already I told you this range is act as a buffer, but this ratio is salt by acid concentration or salt by base concentration is close to 1. Close to 1 is there, mean that in this formula close to 1 put meaning that log 1 value is 0, then that therefore pH is equal to pK. That is called the best buffer. Next, buffer capacity. This is denoted with the 5. Now, what is the definition? The amount of acid or base added to 1 liter solution. The amount of acid or base added to 1 liter solution in order to change in pH 1 unit. in order to change the pH in 1 unit. In order to change pH 1 unit, right? Now this is equal to the amount of acid or base added to 1 liter solution. Here change in pH represented as the dpH. This is, I want to write amount X, that is dx, and this is dpH. The amount of acid or base added is, I want to write, that is dx, and this is dpH. Therefore dx by dpH is equal to 2.303 into A into B by A plus B. This is a formula. Actually this is only for mains level, they will ask this formula. Generally this formula for CET level, NEET level they may ask. This is somewhat extra. This what are here in this formula, what is the A and B? A is concentration of acid, B is concentration of base. Remaining everything you know that. Okay, so this is about the buffer solution and buffer capacity. In your textbook only the little bit term is given, only buffer solution, but I given examples and their pH calculation, buffer range, best buffer and buffer capacity, everything very clearly I mentioned here. After this, solubility product. This is the last topic, solubility product. This is represented by KSP, capital. These are at the subscript KSP. Okay. Now, already very clearly you know that when AB is a solid, then this can be represented as delta solution enthalpy A plus aqueous, B minus aqueous. This is directly in one step. This already we studied in the thermochemistry part. Then this direct step, according to Hessler, the change in enthalpy of a reaction is same whether it occur in one step or in series of steps. So now first it dissociate into A plus gas form, B plus gas form. This is called delta lattice enthalpy. Generally here this is positive. To this if we add water, this is called hydration. What do you call this is? Hydration. Therefore this will be converted into like this. This is called hydration enthalpy. This is called hydration enthalpy. Generally it is negative. So keep in mind, if lattice enthalpy is positive, mean to break, this is a B minus, this A plus. Now like this, these are together. To break this bond, less energy required, mean easily converted into A plus B minus. After conversion of A plus B minus, around this particular ion solvent molecule surrounded, that is water molecule surrounded. Now it is not appearing. Not appearing mean you have to consider as it is soluble. When it is not easily break, not easily break mean to break that bond required energy more, mean it takes time. It takes time mean its solubility is less, because solubility always after breakdown into this type of particle A plus B minus, then solvent molecule surrounded, then it do not appear, and that is called solubility. To break only difficult mean that time it is insoluble. Therefore already we learned that delta solution enthalpy is equal to lattice enthalpy plus hydration enthalpy, like this formula we studied. If this value is negative, then that is more soluble. When this value is negative, already we know this is positive, this is negative, then you can put here this is positive plus this is negative. then to get negative, this should be higher value required, this should be lower value required. Therefore, hydration enthalpy increase means solubility increases. Keep in mind, always hydration enthalpy increase means solubility will be increased. Therefore, to get negative, delta hydration enthalpy is greater than delta lattice enthalpy, then only we will get this part is negative. Therefore, that is more soluble. So now we know that solubility. Solubility meaning what is that? Generally it is expressed in terms of molarity, that is N by V in liter. Okay, number of moles of solute dissolved in a specified amount of solvent. So this is called solubility. Keep in mind, solubility meaning what is? Number of moles of solute dissolved in a specified amount of solvent, and this is called molar solubility. This is called molar solubility. When here number of moles used, otherwise some mass word is given, because solubility may be expressed like this: solubility is mole per liter. Otherwise solubility may be expressed gram per liter. Both are known as a solubility, but this is called molar solubility, this generally is solubility. Both term we are using for a saturated solution, and these two are using for calculation of solubility product. Later how to calculate I will give example also. So keep in mind, solubility mean generally we are using molar solubility, mole per liter. If they given gram per liter, then first you have to convert into mole per liter. According to question you have to follow that. So we know that solubility. Now we will take the all salts do not soluble in water, because few are soluble, few are insoluble, few are sparingly soluble. So first one is solubility. If greater than 0.1 m concentration is there, concentration greater than 0.1 m, that is highly soluble. If 0.01 to 0.1 m concentration, this is called soluble. Less than 0.01 m concentration, that is called sparingly soluble. It meaning very little soluble. If you add this much amount, in that small amount of compound only soluble, remaining appear as a solid only, that is called precipitation. You may be observed in your salt analysis, if Cl minus ion present in the salt, when you add HNO3 and AgNO3, then it is appear as a AgCl precipitate. In that it is not totally appear as a solid, it is turbidity type appear. It means little bit soluble, remaining appear as a solid form. Therefore that is called sparingly soluble salts. Clear now? Based on this you maybe know that what is a highly soluble, soluble and sparingly soluble compounds. Now consider this is AX, by. This is solid. This is equilibrium with Ax by undissociated or unionized. Dissociation also right. Unionized solid. These are equilibrium. And this will be in water converted into A. See, generally you know that like this. MgCl2 ionize into Mg plus 2. This 2 will be here, cross multiply. This 1 will be here, cross multiply. And this is Cl minus 1. But how many chlorines are there? 2. Therefore 2. So based on this concept, I want to write here, this Y will be here mean plus Y. And how many X are there? E are there? X. Keep in mind in this way. 2 are there, therefore 2Cl minus. X is there, therefore X, Y plus or Y plus. Anyone write here, plus Y or Y plus, right? No problem. Plus how many moles of, how many Y are, B are there? Y moles of B cross multiply mean this is X minus. These are ionized form, this is unionized form, these are in equilibrium. So this is not completely dissolved, this is solid. Don't consider this is solubility. Solid. Solubility term generally represented by S. This is maybe clear. So now T equal to 0 time. This is not dissolved, undissolved form. This is, that also note if you want, undissolved. And then here there is no concentration initial time. T equal to T equilibrium time. Here this is minus S. Then before cases how it is represented as, if what do you call, 1 is there mean 1 minus X like this represented. Here first only it is insoluble form type is there, therefore like this representation is not suitable for this type of explanation. Therefore it is minus S mean according to this is plus X moles of S plus Y moles of S. Always think here according to this stoichiometric coefficient, this solubility term, it is nothing but like this X minus X is there mean here plus X like this form. Okay, so this one can be represented as K is equal to equilibrium expression. Equilibrium expression, how to write? Product concentration by reactant concentration, A power Y plus cation whole power, stoichiometric coefficients are raised to their powers, X, B, X minus the stoichiometric coefficients are raised to powers, and this can be AX, BY like this. But this is constant, do not change with the time, because solids and pure liquid, their concentration is considered as unity. Therefore this constant multiply, otherwise no need to write also. This if you multiply, this is totally represented as KSP. Okay, this is solid form. Actually in K equilibrium expression we are not representing, therefore this is multiplied and converted into which one? KSP form. Then this will be written as AY plus power X, B X minus power Y. This is a solubility product constant. What do you call this is? Solubility product. Generally we are writing solubility product. If you want to write solubility product constant also write, no problem. This is also depends on temperature. Depends on temperature. Already I told very clearly, all constants or depends on temperature in our first year to second year. K constants. This depends on temperature. So this formula, for example, consider at 25 degree Celsius. Okay. Now based on this, what is the definition? Solubility product is, multiply is there here, product of concentration of ions. Which ion here? Cation, anion, both are there. That's why I am using word is ions. Ions mean both cation and anion. So now once again clearly I am telling here, solubility product is product of concentration of ions and their stoichiometric coefficients are raised to their concentration, raised to their powers. That I will write here. KSP definition, solubility product definition. The product of concentration of ions in bracket cation, anion, and their stoichiometric coefficient are raised to their powers. That is called solubility product. This is based on this one only. Now solubility product definition we know. Then what is the unit? Unit is, this is a concentration, this is a concentration. If it is powers are 1 1, if powers are 1 1 mean mole per liter multiply with the mole per liter. If x is y is equal, that is equal to 1. Okay, therefore this is simply represented as mole per liter whole square. So like this also unit represented. Now keep in mind, KSP is equal to a power y plus whole power x, b power x minus whole power y. Now keep in mind, at equilibrium, what is it? Because this is at equilibrium only. Keep in mind, this is at equilibrium. So equilibrium concentration value only we have to put in this expression. Don't forget this statement. So here x power, its concentration at equilibrium, x moles of S, and this is power x. Its concentration is y moles of S power y. This can be represented as x power x, S power x into y power y, S power y. Okay, then this can be represented as x power x, y power y, S power x plus y. When base is same, then power will be added and this will be equal to KSP. If you want solubility, then this can be represented as KSP by x power x, y power y. Then next step, this can be represented as only solubility you want, meaning this is KSP by x power x and y power y and power 1 by x plus y. Otherwise this can be represented as S is equal to root of x plus y, KSP by x power x, y power y. Like this also represented. This is about the solubility product, and this is generally applicable for saturated solution. Again, based on this solubility we have solution. One is saturated solution, another is unsaturated solution, supersaturated solution. What its meaning I will explain the next. So now we know that how to write the solubility product expression. So this is the formula for solubility product expression. Keep in mind always this is expression. This box is very, very important. And whatever I given this type of equilibrium representation also important to answer the few of the question. These are box important, these formulas. Box formulas are always directly will ask in the competitive exams directly. See, now I want to write the solubility product expression for few example. Example 1, AgCl is precipitate, already we know it is sparingly soluble. If it is given like this, then how to write? First you have to write the expression equilibrium solid. This will be converted into Ag plus aqueous and Cl minus aqueous. T equal to 0 time dash dash dash, T equal to T equilibrium time minus S. Here 1 mole is there, 1 S, 1 mole is there, 1 S. This is very clear. Then according to this we can write Ksp is equal to only aqueous form, we can write Ag plus concentration, Cl minus N concentration. When it is represented like this always we have to put the equilibrium concentration. Equilibrium, S means solubility, solubility nothing but molarity, that is only the value here we have to put. Then S and S, S into S, S square. Therefore Ksp is equal to S square. If you want S, then it is Ksp root. This is, I hope this is clear. Similarly, one more, calcium hydroxide considered. Calcium hydroxide. How it is ionized? This calcium hydroxide also the precipitate like form calcium. Then this calcium hydroxide is solid form, ionized into calcium plus 2 and OH minus. Now cross multiply mean here plus 2 is there, cross multiply mean minus 1 is there, nothing but it is minus 1, but how many are there? These are 2, then 4, 2. Clear? Now T equal to 0 time dash dash dash, T equal to T equilibrium time minus S, 1 mole is there, plus S, 2 mole is there, 2S. Clear? Therefore Ksp is equal to Ca plus 2 concentration, OH minus concentration. Their stoichiometric coefficients are raised to concentration powers. Clear? Now calcium plus 2 concentration at equilibrium S and OH minus concentration is 2S whole power what is that? 2. Its concentration 2S whole power 2 whole power 2. Now this will be 4S square, 4S, and this is 4S cube. Therefore this Ksp is equal to 4S cube. And this can be S is equal to, how to write, cubic root of Ksp by 4. Ksp by 4. Next, one more example. Calcium phosphate. Calcium phosphate, how to write this is? Otherwise arsenic sulfide also write, no problem. Sulfide generally precipitate. As2S3 arsenic sulfide. This can be As2S3 solid form, and this will be ionized into 2As plus 2, not plus 2, plus 3, because cross multiply, plus 3, and 3S minus 2 because cross multiply, t equal to 0 time, this will be dash dash dash,